Vikings cage the Detroit Lions. Final score 34-20. So many different ways that you can look at and break down this game. I talked about on Thursday's preview podcast, Vikings versus Lions. Matthew Stafford, 2019, pre-injuries anyway, did a pretty good job of taking care of the football. Now he's gone back, at least this time around in 2020, he's gone back to his gunslinger mentality, pretty reckless with the football. Those back-to-back interceptions that he had in the red zone to our linebackers, the first one to Eric Wilson, the second one to Eric Kendricks, absolutely brutal if you're a Detroit Lions fan. But there's so many different ways that you can look at this game. Make no mistake about it, this is all about Dalvin Cook. What we have seen from Dalvin Cook these last 2 weeks, this is some Adrian Peterson type of shit right here, whereas if you're the opposing defense, you have mercy on whatever it is that Dalvin Cook wants to do. And the game plan is simple. For run blocking, if you're the offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings, do your job. Get a respectable block. And even if you can't get an NFL quality block, Dalvin Cook is so talented. Just be a body. Get in front of your man and present yourself as an obstacle and let Dalvin Cook do the rest. In fact, these last 2 weeks, the run blocking for the Minnesota Vikings has been absolutely insane. I tell you what, it reminds me of one of the most underrated films in the X-Men saga, is, at least to me anyway, is X2, X-Men United. At one point in that film, Professor Xavier, he gets brainwashed to attack and kill every single mutant on the planet. So he's in this big-ass metallic room, and he uses his brain to remove these huge-ass tiles off the wall and move them to represent humans, to shift them in a different direction to kill the mutants. So boom, 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 or boom, and put them behind me. Whatever the case may be, he shifts the tiles from one direction to the other. And it reminds me of the Vikings, the run blocking the last 2 weeks, whether Dalvin Cook, he gets a handoff or a screen pass. He gets the football and he starts moving, and immediately you see other purple jerseys. Boom, 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 boom. It's been incredible. The difference, though, and I'm a big proponent of running backs. They're a dime a dozen. You can find running backs anywhere. But the reason why I was so bullish on Dalvin Cook, saying, listen, man, you got to pay him respectable money anyway, because the only thing that he's proven that he can't do is stay healthy. But you got to fork up the dough a little bit. And the reason why there's a difference between running backs being a dime a dozen, I like James Robinson with the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's a difference between guys like that and players like a Dalvin Cook. And one of those plays brings up the double R play of the game.
Time to go through the progression, and then he steps up on just a little drag route by Dalvin Cook. An excellent job understanding the leverage.
All right, so the reason why you pay Dalvin Cook top running back dollars and not just say, okay, we're going to be lazy here, we're going to rely on Alexander Mattison, he's playing on his rookie deal, everything's going to be fine, is because of plays like this. The sport of football is just fast. Dalvin Cook, in this play, he's going up against Jamie Collins. He's a respectable linebacker. This is third down. When you think about the laws of physics, the laws of gravity, the sport of football is fast. And when all of your speed, all of your momentum is shifting in one direction, and you have the talent to stop, shift, and move in a completely different direction also fluidly, that is super rare. This dude, Dalvin Cook, he jukes Jamie Collins Sr. He breaks his ankles. Jamie Collins, he's a veteran linebacker. He lands on his rib cage. This is third down, and he gets a 17-yard play out of this. That is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm not even kidding. Let me know in the comments section if I'm missing some players, but I swear to God, I can only think of two other players league-wide, on offense anyway, that has footwork like this. Christian McCaffrey in Carolina and Kyler Murray in Arizona. This is the double R play of the game. That's why you pay that man Top dollar. Now, as far as the rest of the season, right now, Dalvin Cook, the way he's playing, he's at least in play for Offensive Player of the Year. That's the baseline. That's the floor for Dalvin Cook so far in 2020. But if the Vikings can manage to turn their season around, because 2 weeks ago at 1-5, I said the season is over. There's nothing to talk about here. If you can beat the Chicago Bears next week on Monday Night Football, the Vikings are potentially back in business. I'll believe it when I see it. But if the Vikings, if they can turn their season around, not only are we talking about Offensive Player of the Year for number 33, we're talking about league motherfucking MVP. He's been that damn good. We do this 3 times a week. Mediocre at Best Sports Podcast with Realistic Randy. Check me out on Twitter at realistic_Randy, Facebook at realistic Randy. Next podcast will be on Wednesday. We'll see you then.